Timer's ticking. Last chance to hit those likes. Let's get the party started. Yo, what's going on, fellas? Happy Monday morning. Bitcoin is, someone said Bitcoin's heart is stopped. Hope BTC. BTC is not doing anything forever, guys. We know how this works now. When Bitcoin really doesn't want to move, it really doesn't want to move. We know how this is. But, so let's talk some charts today. Stock market futures are up to start the morning, and the S and the DXY is down slightly. Not anything to get super pumped over, but you are slightly up on the futures and down on the DXY, and Bitcoin's flat. You know, that's been the whole weekend. So are we really surprised? Something's brewing here, though. I feel like something is brewing for BTC for this next move to the upside or to the downside, which, you know, we'll talk about a little bit today. Let me know what you guys think, by the way. Do you think we're going to pump, we're going to dump, we're going to go sideways, we're going to go whoopsie woo? Good morning, fellas, by the way. I've had no coffee yet this morning, guys. I'm going to get my first coffee after the stream today, so bear with me. No pun intended. I don't want you guys to think I'm bearish because I said bear with me. What's going on? Mike said, Jordan afraid of the neighbor. No more yoing. I got to be quiet in the morning, man. Listen, here's the thing. Here's the thing. In the morning time, right, there's some guy who probably lives right here. His bed's probably right behind this wall. And I can't be yelling yo in the morning. You know what I'm saying? As much as I want to, you know, I want to be screaming in the morning, but I just can't freaking do it. But Bitcoin, guys, it's still in this damn bear flag. Call it a bear flag, you know, you can call it a diamond pattern, you know, whatever you want to call it. Still just kind of, you know, moseying its way up in this little upwards channel. Just kind of doing absolutely nothing while the rest of the market kind of reacts to whatever it wants to react to. And Bitcoin, you know, in the 1 hour time frame, you're kind of just making, you know, these higher lows, right? And kind of just making these, I mean, you've only really made 2 higher highs, which, you know, can you get that squeeze to the upside here in the short term? We'll talk about that too. But man, what a boring weekend, and I hope we get some price action on this beautiful, beautiful Monday, as the S&P futures are up about 0.2%, it looks like. 0.15%, sorry. I was looking at the wrong thing over here. I was looking at ETH BTC, which is up 0.2%. But by the way, shout out to ETH. But S&P futures up about 0.15%. So, I mean, can the stock market, if the stock market continues to squeeze to the upside, give Bitcoin a little bit of a boost today? That's really what I want to see. I want to see the S&P continuing to squeeze up, and I want to see the DXY continuing to lose this upward sloping trend line and continue down, hoping that Bitcoin catches a little bit of a bid here. Where's my whales at? Where's my whales out? Shit, there ain't no whales out here buying any BTC right now. Sergio said just dump it already and get it over with. Buy orders at 19.5. Facts. Let's see. Jordan needs to make noise with the Viking roll call. His neighbor will appreciate it. You think so? I don't know. I don't know in the morning that the neighbor will appreciate. Vikings, we must unite. But all right, here's what I'm looking at. Here's what I'm looking at, guys, and I see this one confluence at this one level. We might not get there, but I'm looking at Bitcoin like this. Okay, Bitcoin can't seem to catch a bid. Now, can the S&P save Bitcoin? Absolutely, the S&P could probably save Bitcoin. If the S&P pumps 2% today, it's hard for me to think that Bitcoin will dump down with the S&P pumping like hard. If the S&P kind of goes sideways. Right, I'm still looking at this as some type of bear flag, man. At the end of the day, we just can't catch any momentum, right? If you look at your 30 and 50 EMAs in the 1 hour, man, look at this, man. You're just getting no momentum. You got one spike above this, got insta-sent right back down like Darth Maul, and got rejected over and over and over again. No momentum can be found above the 50 EMA on the 1 hour time frame, and you keep getting sent back to the shadow realm every time you're trying to get back above it. So, I mean, here's what I'm looking at. Can you still see this little bear flag move where you take the top to the bottom, right? And we sort of do one of these. And wherever you break out from, maybe you get a little short squeeze up to the upside, like 22,800. Dude, look what this comes down to. This comes down to 21,351, which also is literally perfectly that previous low right here from February. Right here from February at 21,400. That's also the 786 Fibonacci level, right? Which is basically this low to this high. It's literally perfectly that 786 right there at 21,300, right there. And also, if you come to, say, the daily time frame, that's also, like, this is such a big level, man. You have previous resistance right there, previous support, right? This 21.3 level. And not only that, if you go to the weekly time frame, where's the top of the bull market support band, in theory, is ding, 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 right here at 21,300. There's so much shit there at 21,300. I'm going to be looking for a big play there right around that 786 at 21,300 if we get down there. That's a big if, right? Obviously, it can go either way. We don't know what's going to happen. Right now, I think everyone's kind of confused. Is it going to pump or is it going to dump? Does anyone know what's going to happen? Let me know in the chat. What do you guys think Bitcoin's going to pump from this point or dump from this point? Let me know in the chat. Clint's busy burning his gold on his land. Clint is pretty busy with his land, man. I miss Clint. Where's Clint? He is probably at his land right now, laughing at us, watching crypto go sideways. As Clint he's baking in that land, man. He's touching grass outside. We're staring at a screen, and Clint's out there touching grass, enjoying life, and we're talking about crypto that hasn't moved in 3 days, right? We definitely are. Let's see. Asia degen's waking up. So that's my bearish scenario. If we do see a dump, because let's be honest, guys, Bitcoin is looking. I don't want to say Bitcoin's looking like super droopy. It's just not doing anything. And to be quite fair, if Bitcoin can't do anything today and the S&P pumps, I'll be a little bit sketched out. But that's my bearish scenario. 21,300. I'll be looking for a pretty big long there at 21.3. And obviously the bullish scenario is obviously we come up here right? Bitcoin gets a little bit squeezed. We get back above the EMAs, right? Bitcoin gets a little squeezed back up here. You don't want to get rejected right here at 22.8. 22.8 is a big ass level, bro. Big ass level at 22.8. It's these previous support levels and the top of that bear flag. And you got the golden pocket here at 22.9, right? So this zone right here, let me just mark, I just mark this zone off. This zone right here would be a pretty big freaking zone right there to get back above. But if you can clear back above the golden pocket and start coming back up here, then obviously you got a little bit of thing you can look for, right? And at that point, you look for basically a move up, a back test to this level, a hold of support. This might be an entry there, and then you continue back up. But right now, man, we gotta let's focus on breaking this 50 EMA, man, because we can't seem to do it for the last 3 days. To save our lives, we cannot seem to break this level. But something's going to go down here, guys. You notice something's going to go down, right? You got these higher lows coming in. You got these lower highs coming in. Something's about to come down in the next couple hours here, as Bitcoin's going to have to face some type of direction. I do think you can get one little squeeze up, though, right? You see this squeeze? I do think you can get this. Dot, 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 and then we try to get rejected there. I do think you can see a little squeeze back up to the top of this flag. And do a little chuku chuku, wuku wuku, little dumpa wuku, and little suku suku from there. Let's see. Is the paint dry yet? The paint is not dry yet. We're still watching the paint dry, buddy. We're still watching it. But, guys, you guys know what we talked about last night. We talked about this last night. Man, I do think one of these is going to play out, and I continue to say that wherever Bitcoin bottoms on this drop, I do think that is a do I dare say, a lifetime opportunity. Will we stay above that 21.4 level? That's the Wyckoff schematic one. Like if Bitcoin does this, kind of just stays in here for like another month, you could be looking at this as the big kind of accumulation range in this zone. If Bitcoin dips back below here, bro, I'm going to be looking hard at some shit, right? And that'll be sort of the Wyckoff accumulation schematic 2 that we talked about like crazy last night. The big question right now I think we want to know is like, will we continue this higher low structure on the daily, which we still have, right? We still have this higher low structure on the daily time frame. So like it's easy to get bearish and things like that. I don't want to get too bearish because you are still holding this trend line, right? 1 touch, 2 touches, 3 touches. You got the 200-day EMA coming in right there that you did just about tap as support. You got the daily stock RSI bottomed out. Daily momentum rolling up that you should post a green dot in the next couple days. Once again, we said that last time when Bitcoin dumped. But yeah, I mean, some of these bigger term time frames show, okay, maybe a short term little dump, but the daily stocks being bottomed out, right? The 2-day being bottomed out, the 3-day being bottomed out, gets me thinking like a bigger time frame thought process where it's like, okay, maybe we pump from here, okay, and the medium term time frames look pretty good for a pump. Maybe we get one of these. We come down here, a little bit of fake out, right? Reset the short term, and then the medium term time frames will look even better at that point. You know what I mean? And to be honest, we have this little fractal from 2020, like this. Imagine the pain if we went sideways for another 45 days, my friends. Could you imagine the pain if this fractal played out like this? This is the fractal from 2020. Right here. Imagine if we had this price action to go right here. This is basically all the way until the middle of April where nothing would happen. Literally zero would happen. Everyone would be stressing about every single little move. Oh, we're going to pump, we're going to dump, right? We'd be changing our minds every second. It's so over. We're back. We're so back. It's over. But in reality, could you see something like this where Bitcoin does nothing, right? Gets everyone super freaked out, right? Super pumped up like 18,000 times. But you just kind of go, did it, and above this 21.3 level. I don't know, man. I don't know. I not that I really care at this point, to be honest. Like it is what it is. Whichever one of these plays out, I'm pretty confident in this playing out, man. Because I see that opposite sentiments all throughout the last 8 months that I saw when Bitcoin was at the highs and everyone was super euphoric. Now everyone's super fearful. Now no one knows any idea what to do, right? Even the super bulls, I think, are a little bit fearful. But yeah, man, let's get it. We're just kind of waiting on the short-term move for BTC, man. Let's see. Wait till he starts ranting about Elliott waves. Oh no, dude. The reason why I'm talking about this, man, because it's sort of creeping up on us, man. It's creeping up on us. You guys remember Bitcoin up in the highs here, right? No one wanted to talk about it because it wasn't fun. You know what I mean? But you got basically the high, the spring high, and then this was the back, and then this was the lower high, right? Which would basically be the test of the previous high, like this, right? And this was the spring. If you flip it upside down, right? It's pretty much the price. It's pretty much the opposite price action that we're seeing now. You know what I mean? Like this was the FTX spring dump. You came up, you tapped the highs again. You couldn't break, just like we did now. You swung back down. Will you come this deep? I have no idea. And then obviously from there, you were kind of golden. That's what I'm looking at, man. I know it's easy to kind of laugh at it now, and it's because it's the opposite of the freaking sentiment that is there. You always get laughed at. When I get laughed at for doing shit, I get a little bit more confident in that thing. How do I flip this back? There we go. They're like, dude, how do I flip this shit back? And now, right now, if you're looking at something like this, you get laughed at, right? There's no way it's gonna happen. Do you see that, bro? Do you see that? There's no way that's gonna happen, bro. Okay, the same people down here were saying, there's no way Bitcoin could get any green candle, bro. Do you see the macro? Do you see the macro? Get out of here with your macro. I pay attention to the macro, but like at the same point, to me, all that shit's baked in, bro. People have known about this for 9 months at this point, you know. But we'll see. 22,451. Bitcoin is trying to get a move up back above 50 EMA. Can Bitcoin get any momentum up here? Let's see. Come on, man. Give us a little bit of momentum.
Strap up. We're going to the moon.
Come on, man. Give us a little bit of momentum. Get it. Do. We need some news, spread some FUD. You guys want the dump, don't you? You guys want the dump. Bitcoin's just going to pump up the dump. Let's see. No, we got to get back above 22,474 in the short term, man. This is with all weekend. We're getting resistance. Just constant resistance all throughout this area. We got to get back above this 22,474. And then maybe you see that little squeeze back up, you know, to the high of this flag. And then maybe you see the drop back down. Obviously, we'll pay attention to this. There's a way out from the bullish side. There's a way out from the bearish side. We obviously see futures on the stock market are popping up right now. Still popping up. DXY kind of just chilling out before the open. We got 45 minutes until the stock market open. I'm pumped for today, man. It should be a good open. Should be a really good open. Let's get it. Macaroni and cheese. The macaroni and cheese. All right, here we go. 22,464. Man, I've never been so pumped for a $100 move in my life. It feels like Bitcoin's alive again. Here we go, baby. It feels like Bitcoin's alive this morning. Let's get a little music up in here, man. Let's start feeling alive. Let's start feeling a little bit juicy, right? Let's get some let's set some good shit up in here. Let's get it. Hey, let's get the elevator music. Call this. You guys are calling elevator music. Come on, baby. Wayne said he found a $5 bill in the dryer. He's so stoked. Let's go, Wayne. Din. Come on, corn. Man, look at how close the bull market support band is now. Right? It was so low when we got back above it over here, like 19K. Now it's all the way up at 21.4. This thing has came up like a hawk. Like if we do see that dump, guys, we want to hold this as support. We definitely want to hold this as support right here, man. We definitely do. So if it comes back down, we definitely want to tap that and get a bounce on the weekly. This is such a big level on the weekly time frame right here. 21. It's that 21.4, 21.3, dude. It's staring at me in the face. It's staring at me in the face there on the weekly time frame. Whereas like this is kind of like the mid range. If you hold this, right? We go for it again, all right? If we break this, honestly, like at that point, you're probably going to test the bottom range of this at 19,200 for BTC. And that's kind of been the standpoint, right? Is if Bitcoin breaks 21.3, I could see the point where Bitcoin like tests some of these lower levels here, right? The big level, right, is the golden pocket right here at 19,200. That's the level if we were to break 21.3. That's the big level I'd look at there. And you know, right here you would sort of get that max that absolute max fear right here, right? The absolute max fear. You'd have JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs telling everyone to sell. You'd have all the bear channels getting super pumped right here. And everyone's screaming that, you know, 10K is coming. But this would be my Uber load up zone, right in this zone right here. Because why? The Wyckoff is meant to trick everyone, right? It's meant to trick everyone. Just like trick everyone at the highs. You guys remember the Wyckoff last and I keep saying last summer. I forget that it's 2023. You guys remember the Wyckoff accumulation that happened right here in the summer of 2021? You remember the absolute bearish and depression right in this zone right here. You remember this? Where you got the first hit, you got the second hit, you came back down for the spring, right? You came back up, right? Bitcoin got rejected from the previous highs. Price started to come back down. You guys remember this time frame right here. That's when like Bitboy was saying, if Bitcoin breaks back below 40, it's over. It's over. Bitcoin went to 37K and then popped back up to the upside. You guys remember that shit. I know a lot of you guys remember that shit. A lot of you guys were here during that shit. You guys remember this time frame right here, man. Right in this zone, man. What a time. What a time in there. What a time in there. All right. Now we kind of wait. Zero said, damn, bro, we are pumping if you look at the 15-second chart. Yeah, we can see it, man. We can't get any momentum above this, man. We spiked up again, and we just got sent back down. There's no momentum above that 50 EMA, bro. Zero, zilch, nada. Zero, zilch, nada right now. It's one big range. S&P futures are coming up pretty hot and heavy. I like that. I like that.
Strap up. We're going to the moon.
I like that. I'm hoping that can save crypto. But you know, right now, Bitcoin wants to be a little kind of a little bit of a beat. You know what I'm saying? S&P futures getting sent back up, though. 4,060 on those. Dollar just kind of chilling, which, you know, might be kind of interesting here as the dollar just kind of chill. The other thing, guys, I keep looking at is total market cap, right? And this is the other thing we kept talking about. Dude, a big move is coming, guys. Don't ignore it. Everyone tried to ignore that in January. Remember back in December, we said, dude, a big move is coming in January. A big move is coming in January. Everyone laughed it off, scoffed it. There's no volume in Bitcoin. Bitcoin ain't going to do anything. A big move is coming, guys. And this one's more so on total market cap. As you got the 50 moving average coming down, 200-week moving average coming up that you did reclaim. Something's going to give here. Right? You're going to have to get back above that 50 moving average, which historically when you do that, does mean that you will get a bigger move to the upside, especially after the year-long bear market. Or if this dumps back below the 200-week moving average, that probably would be a little shady for a little bit, and you probably would spend a little bit more time in this zone down here. So like something's going to give here within the next, right? If we did a little bit of this, we went wonk. Let's do a little bit of this wonk. And we did a little bit of this. Walk. We said 1, 2, 3. Within the next 3 weeks or so, you should see a bigger move on the weekly time frame. Right? It's gonna get, like I said, it's gonna get laughed, scoffed at. There's no way, man. We just had a big move. This will be telling to me, and I'm watching this like a hawk. To see, we're kind of sitting right at support, right? We closed right at the 200-week moving average last week, right? And we're below it right now because obviously the week opened and now we shifted right. But we're sitting right on that support level here. Will we see a move back up to test this? That's the big question. But man, oh man, it's getting tight in there. It's getting super tight in here. Super tight, bro. Tighter than I don't know. I don't know what tighter than what. Tighter than the tuna fish can that you're trying to open without the can opener. You guys ever try to open a can without a can opener? You guys ever just be chilling, right? And you don't have a can opener for whatever reason, wherever you are, you don't have a can opener. You get like tuna or you get something that's in a can, but you don't have a can opener. And you Google, I bet everyone's done this before. You Google, how do I open this can without a can opener? Everyone's done that before. You know you have. And it says, use a knife or some shit. And you try to do it and it just, you're really struggling. You're really struggling. So you say, shit, man, I really don't want to go to the store. But I'm going to go to the store and I'm going to get a can opener anyways. Why? Because I don't want to deal with this shit. So you go to the store, you buy a can opener just for that one can that you have. and then you end up having a can opener forever. It's great. It's great. Let's see. Not so fast for me. Not so fast. Wait for me. Wait for me. Wait for me, my man. Look at the S&P futures coming up nicely. I don't know if I like that on a Monday morning coming up hot and heavy like that. But man, I mean, this is another reason, guys. If you see something coming to a major support level, wait for at least something to give you a sign that it's bearish. Like, look at this, guys. Everyone right here was max bearish on, like, right here. It seems like every time you do this on the stock market, it's like max bearishness at support. You can't make it up. So right here was just such a good level on this, right? You have the 200-day EMA. You had the back test of this bigger falling wedge pattern, right? And then you also had the golden pocket from this low to this high, all coming in right there. Everyone got super bearish right at support again. Happens every single freaking time. This is where all the bears start really trolling, right? They start really trolling right at the support level, and the S&P gets a bounce. Now, will it continue up? We'll see. We'll see. That's obviously the big question here. But max trolling by the bears right at support, and you get a massive bounce right here. So you're looking at, yeah, man, you really got to get back over that 4,100. That's this previous high, and that's the golden pocket coming up around 4,100. Will be interesting to see if the S&P can get back up there and smack that ass. Bitcoin not reacting to that at all, though, which is the annoying part, right? And because you got all this FUD down in crypto, man. Now you got the Silvergate shit. Now you got the Mt. Gox shit unlocking. You got Shanghai. All this FUD, man, is sort of affecting crypto now, which is annoying because this is the perfect time for Bitcoin would look pretty good in theory, you know. It is what it is, though. It is what it is. It is what it is. I'm still pretty optimistic here in the short term, though. I do think we can dump down to this 21.3 level, but I am looking for a pretty sizable bounce at some point. Just like I said, because a lot of these medium-term time frames, both daily's bottomed out, right? 2-day is bottomed out. 3 days bottomed out. The 5-day should be getting down there. Five days actually still up here. But, you know, these medium-term time frames to me still streaming that at some point you're going to get a pretty sizable bounce. If it's not from here, I think it'll be from right here at 21.3, in my opinion. But, man, I'm still waiting on this. And I'm not counting out this long, boring chop-out period like this that would get everyone super bored all through March, all through April, right? This super bored-out period that gets everyone super bored and super pessimistic. And we just kind of keep chucking along, right? We keep chucking along. Bless you. Let's see. John, appreciate it, man. Later, bro. Let's see. Let's see. Go away to end up in the hospital. Try to open a can with a knife. I did try to do that once. I didn't get hurt, but man, I was struggling. I was struggling, man. I was really struggling to open that can. And I said, screw it, man. I'm going to the store and I'm getting a can opener, bro. Let's look at ETH. So ETH has got the same pattern, guys, right? You got this bear flag, man. I mean, at the end of the day, you got a big move down. Now you're kind of coming up in this little upwards channel. It is a bear flag, right? As much as I don't want to say it and be like, damn, bro, this ain't no bear flag. It is, right? So I'm still looking at this the same way. You're at a golden pocket zone. okay, with a big vector candle to the upside. It's one of those things, man. I mean, do you see this bear flag play out like this, which would put you right in the zone where I'm also looking for an ETH long right in this level here, because you got lows coming across all throughout this level. It might just be a scalp, but I'm looking for a long if we get to 1487. You know, do you see that one little more squeeze to the upside, take half this vector candle before coming back down? Certainly could be the case. And honestly, that kind of makes sense on the chart, right? You go, what, come up, tag this, right? Take this. And then you see that further dump to the downside if it's going to be bearish, right? And everything's kind of pointing, same thing as Bitcoin, is kind of pointing to that previous support level, like right in this zone, right down here, you know, right in that zone right down there. So kind of that same standpoint, guys. Like the way we get out of this for ETH is ETH breaks back out of this, right? And this ends up being some big bar, because this could still be a bar, right? This could still be a bar where big move down, big move sideways, big move back up. But you got to break back above the bear flag highs, you know? Like if you can come up here and tag this, okay, yeah, then we're looking for back up here at 1670. But man, the Bart Simpson has been a slow Bart Simpson so far, but that's the whole point of a Bart Simpson, you know? It's that big dump and it's that big sideways and then that big move up, and when you least expect it. That's the whole point of the Bart, bro. Bitcoin looking way worse than Bitcoin, man. It just has no momentum. ETH at least is trying. ETH at least is trying to come up here on the 4 hour, man. It's crazy, bro. Looks like a damn bear flag. Shit. Bears with flags, said Lazarus. Bears with the damn flags. Let's see. All right, what else do we got? ETH actually. Let me actually do this for ETH. Let me go to the weekly time frame, and let me bring up this bad boy. Look where ETH's bull market support band is, and this could be a hint, guys. So make sure you're watching this. This could be a hint here for the Ethereum, right? So Ethereum already tagged its bear market support band, or I guess you can call it bear market support band if you really wanted to. Like if you're still a bear, hey, call this bear market support band. You already did tag this on Ethereum. So could this give us a clue on Bitcoin? Because if we go back and look, man, I mean, this, have we done this before? Let me see. Actually, only one time. The only time I can really see that ETH is like throughout, like when you go through a long bear market and then you get back above this, the only time that looks similar to where you are now, and I keep saying this, right? You see this, you got back above this, you tagged it as support, and now you're kind of holding above. The only time that kind of reminds me of this time frame, oh, come on, don't be lagging, bro. Don't be lagging, bro. Was back in 2 periods, actually. Was back here. Back in 2019, right here, where you were making higher lows. You came up and you tagged it, and you were kind of sitting right here above this, right? Before you get a move back up, before obviously dumping back down. And then the other time frame was you got up above it right here, and you're kind of just, it's interesting. Like, are you saying you're up here? You're saying here? You're kind of just chilling above it, like right up here too. In this time frame, man, which could mean 2 different things, right? But it's kind of that same thought process I have for Bitcoin. Like, you want to stay back above this. You can consolidate above. You can keep tapping into support, but man, you really want to stay above like 1400 for Ethereum here. 1400. As long as we keep consolidating above this, hey man, I'm going to look at this as sort of a bullish accumulation here. As long as you stay above this level, if you start dropping back below here, you certainly could come all the way back down to 1,000. So same way I'm looking at it. If I think Bitcoin's in sort of a Wyckoff accumulation, I'm going to say that ETH is going to stay in this general range. Could be a long time. And I know that's not fun. And I know we want to see moon soon or doom soon. You know, the moon boys and the doom boys are out here putting their work in. But we want to hold that. I'll keep saying we want to hold that. Don't rage at me. Say, Jordan, do you own any XRP? I own no XRP, man. I own 0 XRP. And it's not because I necessarily don't like XRP. My thought process in not holding any XRP is because, the halving is in a year. Why would I have a significant amount of money in XRP, okay, when the risk of it not doing anything during the next bull run is very, very high, right? Because what if the case is not settled in the next year? You're basically going to be sitting on a big bag of XRP watching everything else moon to the upside. You know what I'm saying? If the case wasn't a thing, maybe I'd get some XRP. I don't hate the project. To me, it's just the risk versus reward. Say this, right? XRP, and I'm not trying to flood XRP. I'm just being a realist here. You know, let's go to XRP on the weekly. Well, let's say, okay, next halving comes along, right? The next halving's right in this region right here. Okay, next halving's coming up. Let's say the XRP case is not settled by then, okay? And XRP is just going wonk, go wonk, go wonk, go wonk, while the rest of the market is going wonk, go wonk, go wonk, go wonk, go wonk. The risk versus reward's not there for me personally. You know, I don't want to sit on a stable coin when the rest of the market's ripping. Okay, sure, maybe XRP wins the case and XRP goes up. I expect the rest of the market to go up too in that standpoint. So it's I don't know. That's the way I look at it. It's not XRP itself. It's the fact that I don't want to have money sitting in XRP when the rest of the market is mooning like last time. You know what I mean? Where a bunch of people had a bunch of money in XRP here at 30 cents. The rest of the market did a 20, 30, 40, 50x, and XRP did a 3x. And it's like, okay, cool, bro. That was fun. You know, I feel like I wasted my time. You know what I mean? That's my case. If you hold XRP, hey, I have nothing wrong with holding XRP. For me, it's just not worth it. Let's see. When case settlement? I don't know, bro. It's been 4 years. It's supposed to be done for 4 years, and it's not going on. You know, at this point, I wouldn't be surprised if it's another 4 years. I have so many friends, XRP maxis. Hey, man, maybe they kill it someday. For me, though, I'm not willing to miss out on a cycle because I want to be an XRP maxi. You know? Just want volatility to accumulate, no more crab. I think we all just want some volatility. I think that's what we're all kind of looking for here. I don't know. I think you can see more crab action, man. I think everyone's predicting up or down in a big way. I honestly could see, like you said, do something like this in 2020. The price action matches up pretty damn freaking well. What's to say Bitcoin can't just do this for another 2 months? You know? Like, what would you do? Guys, what would you do if Bitcoin did this for another 2 months? What would you do? Let me know. Everyone's predicting pump or dump. I think there's a lot of uncertainty in the market right now, and that's why I do think, in fact, the S&P is sitting up here. I think the S&P can kind of just go sideways too, because there's a lot of uncertainty. Yes, inflation's a sticky point, and the Fed's still raising rates, but the market's forward-looking. We're in March of 2023 at this point. The market's forward-looking. They're not thinking about what's happening right now. The market's thinking about what's going to happen 6 months from now, 12 months from now, right? Do you think big money cares about what's happening right now? They want to know where is the market going to be in 6 months? You know what I mean? So I think that's why you could see a little bit of boring price action. I think this is just a lot of uncertainty in the market, right? Half people think the economy is going to be fine in 6 months. Half the people think we're going to be in a recession in 6 months. No one has any idea. Everyone's guessing. And that's why, you know, this boring, really you've seen a boring market for Bitcoin since January, right? I mean, this was a fun January, but since middle of January, look at, we're the same price we were on January 20th, a month and a half ago. Could see another month and a half of this bullshit, you know? There's nothing you can do. That is true. That is true. What are you laughing at? My picture? Listen, that's a good picture. I put a lot of time and effort into it. I took like 10 takes on that picture. 2 more months of crab. 2 more months of crabby, man. Crabby. 2 months of sideways accumulation. Easy trading channels too. I'll take it. Yeah, I mean, like I said, there's nothing you can do. You know what I mean? The only problem with this is like it's tough. It's tough because a lot of people like will say, okay, Bitcoin's kind of looking droopy. Right? So most people think it's going to go lower, so most people won't accumulate here. It's all a guessing game, really, guys. I mean, I'm pretty confident in the way I'm looking at the bigger picture. Short-term time frames, good luck. Good luck trying to sort of predict those right now, especially in this like low liquidity time frame. But what I'll say, like bigger picture, I'm feeling pretty confident, man. I'm feeling pretty confident that this zone, whether you already bottomed out on BTC on this dump or you come lower, that this zone will be there for the licking, and I'm ready for it, man. I am ready for it because Bitcoin it bottoms out 1 year from the highs to the lows every single time, right? That was to the day on November 11th of 2022 that you topped out on November 11th of 2021, right? And now I got to look at, okay, if the bottom's in, if you come down, I'm expecting to make some type of higher low. Where is it going to be? Place your damn bets, right? I could see Bitcoin coming all the way down to 19K, honestly. I don't know if it's going to get there, but in this zone, man, that I think will, for me at least, will be the one that I really start focus on the alts that I missed out on, alts that have shown strength during this run up. That I'm now like, okay, if they showed strength in this run up, I'm expecting them to show strength on whatever this next leg comes, whether it's 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, wherever it is down the line. This zone right here, man, is where I'm looking. I'm looking hot and heavy. If we get there, honestly, we might not get there, man. Like like I said, it could just be something like this where everyone's expecting to go there, everyone's expecting a dump, but you just go sideways instead, which is called sideways capitulation, which basically boards people out into the point of selling. Whereas you don't dump into the point of selling, you just go sideways for a while, which I would argue is worse than dumping, right? Because at least you dump, you get it over with, you get to the price you want, you accumulate. If you go sideways, you're sort of just like, are we going to dump? 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 Right? And you tend to not do anything during sideways action. You know, let's see. Blockchain bonehead's easy trading. There's no movement. What are you trading? I guess you can kind of trade this channel, man. I mean, you can kind of short the highs, long the lows, but like it's not a lot of movement, right? Unless you're using very high leverage. It's not a ton of movement here. Right, it's like a 1% range, right? 1.5% range. I guess if you're using 5x, you can get a good 5% out of that. But yeah, man. Let's see. All right, we still got 20 minutes into the open. I feel like I've been blabbling for a while here today. I've been blabbing for a while. Altcoins, once again, I mean, I have my targets for the altcoins. They're going to follow Bitcoin, really. I mean, it doesn't seem like you're really not getting any volatility on altcoins, man. Right? I'm looking at the top 50 here. You got mostly everything is either 1% down or 1% up, right? It's you got a few that are up good. I mean, Gala's up 6%, Mana's up 4%, OP's up 4%, Phantom's up 3%, but really nothing going on. OKB down 3%. Litecoin down 2%. Other than that, everything's in the 1 to 1% range to either side. So that might be how it is going to be. It might be how it's going to be. Dan said, personally expecting no price action for the next couple months, crabbing away. I could definitely see that, man. I could definitely see that. It's literally no price action here as everyone's confused about what's going down next. Let's see. Trade alt, stack sats, stay private. I think that's the way to go. You know, as long as you're trading alts safely, because alts are you know, sometimes you can look at the TA on alts and it looks great, but you know, Bitcoin can ruin your altcoin TA. Let me go to Gala's getting a little move up. Nothing crazy, man. I mean, you're really just retracing to take this little red vector candle right here. Nothing crazy here. Let me actually see. Did you finally come back down to not? Oh, actually, you literally front ran the golden pocket by like a little bit. You almost got that golden pocket retracement, but it's like you always get a little bounce off that. So nice little bounce up there. Nothing crazy, man. If this is the most crazy thing that we're seeing right now, you know, is this, which is really nothing on the charts. Let me go like the 4 hour here. Yeah, it's already finding a little resistance on the previous. It's already finding some resistance here, right? The previous lows slipping into this new resistance already. That was quick. That was a quick, nice bull market.
Strap up. We're
That's
going
the
to the
Bear's
moon.
favorite saying is nice bull market, bro. Nice bull market, bro. Nice bull market. Yeah, Bagala just basically retraced. Took this 4-hour vector, you know, retraced to the lows. Wouldn't be surprised if it starts to pull back a little bit already. Because, you know, look at Bitcoin, man. Look at this shit. Look at this guacamole, bro. Let me just clear this out real quick. Let me see. Because, like, you are coiling up. Getting a little coil action in this bitch. You know? It's nothing crazy. I was going to say, like, when can we expect a move for BTC? I mean, really, if you just eyeball it, you would think it's going to be soon, right? If you're just saying, okay, you're going to make higher lows, you're going to make lower highs. You would expect to move by tonight, you know? It could be a boring rest of the day. But shit. ES still looking pretty good. DXY still coming down. You got the setup you want to see. It's just, man, this is some crazy shit. This is some crazy shit. Crazy shit. All right, guys, I'm gonna get off here because there's really not too much to talk about this morning, guys. We gotta wait for this Bitcoin next move. Like we said, if Bitcoin does get a move up, beware of the 22,800 to 22,900 zone. Honestly, I might even be looking for like a little some shorts in this range here. if we do get a move up in this range, be careful because that could just be this sort of bear flag testing the highs, right? Hitting there and then coming lower. So be very careful, like I said, 22.8 to 22.9 to the upside. And then if we do see that dump, bro, if we do see that dump, okay, I'm looking for a long around 21,300. So much confluence right there. I'm looking for a pretty heavy long actually at 21.3 if we get there. Right now, like I said, you could argue this is a Bart Simpson bear flag, you know, diamond. Yeah, you could probably draw any pattern you want on here. You know what I mean? Whatever you want to do. All we need to see is, and I really think that S&P will pave the way for us today. Futures are green. I'm always a little skeptical until the market opens, though. If the S&P continues up, I don't really expect Bitcoin to have a massive dump. I could be wrong. But if the S&P does start rolling over, be careful, man, because Bitcoin's already showing a little bit of weakness as the S&P's moving up. So if the S&P starts rolling over today, at any point, just be very, very careful for Bitcoin. I will say that. I definitely will say that. All right? I'm out here, baby. Peace out. And I'll be in the Discord for Market Open, man. So if you want to talk, I'll be in the Discord hanging out during Market Open. But we got to we got to let this crab action play out, man. All right? I'm out. See you guys in the Discord. Peace out. Links in the description if you're not in the Discord, by the way. See you guys later. Peace. I gotta wait for this to load. The True King said 25K BTC. 25K BTC. I hope so, man. Shit. I hope so. I think we're in. I personally think we're in the zone for some boring price action, though. Later, man.